fire, stone, and water, a journey through Oregon's living landscape. An earth adventure traveling through land that remembers fire, where we observe and learn how Mother Earth restores herself through time, water, and return. We began in Lebanon, Oregon, moving south towards Springfield, then east towards the McKenzie River. This corridor carries both daily life and deep geological memory. The McKenzie River watershed is one of Oregon's most vital lifelines, feeding communities, supporting salmon runs, and offering drinking water drawn from forest and snowmelt high in the Cascades. It's a river that holds both abundance and vulnerability, beauty. In 2020, this valley experienced the Holiday Farm Fire, one of Oregon's largest recorded wildfires, burning approximately 173,000 acres along the McKenzie River corridor. The fire reshaped edges of the forest, riverbanks, and the human communities that live with this land. And now, 5 years later, the landscape is still in conversation with that fire. Regrowth rises in layers, standing snags hold their place like skeletal memory. New understory returns quietly beneath all that was lost. Nothing here is static, and everything is responding. The McKenzie Pass is only open seasonally when snow recedes enough to allow safe passage with little maintenance through this high volcanic plateau. It is a threshold road, like a crossing point between worlds. As we move east, the river gives way to older fire, ancient lava flows that shape this entire mountain corridor. This is fire that was earth forming. Here, the land is lava, black, cracked, and ancient. Not a recent fire, but an ancient and deep time made visible. Every surface carries the imprint of eruption, cooling, fracture, and weather. We're about to get up close to some lava. Do we pass this here regenerative area burned in a fire of 2024? Here is some up-close look at lava and the life that is regenerating on the rocks, all carrying the imprint of eruption, cooling, fracture, and weather. Earth, wind, water, and fire. Sacred elements of life and beauty. It was such a blessed day. This is on the way to the Dee Wright Observatory. This field of lava on the side of the highway invited us to stop and get a closer look, so we did. The life growing from these rocks. It's amazing. Once molten lava, liquefied fire, cooled, weatherized. Kin, thank you for inviting us to come see you, feel you, experience all you have to offer us. To the south of these lava fields are the north and middle sister of the three sisters. Their majesty, their beauty. We couldn't get enough of her. Driving through fields of lava, cooled thankfully, on our way to the Dee Wright Observatory. Almost there. This view is from the Dee Wright Observatory, where stone frames the horizon like a living map of peaks. This was so cool. This observatory itself was built in the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps, constructed directly from the lava rock of this very pass. Human hands shaping stone already shaped by earth. From here, we're not outside the landscape, we're inside the story. We're looking outward from a form of participation, not observation alone, but in relationship with our kin. This observatory has openings and placards to say what you can see out those openings. We saw Mount Jefferson. We saw we saw two of the three sisters. And that there is Mount Jefferson. We saw Mount Washington there. It was such an awesome experience of collaboration with Mother Earth and humanity. It's my first time here, and I'm so glad that we chose to come. And this is how we spent our time. Learning about the abundance of Mother Earth that surrounds us. Blessing her and being blessed. Enjoy the observation through these peepholes provided. Then we headed up top, where there's a map, directions showing what mountains are where. I'm so glad we came on a day that it was not packed full of other humans. We were blessed, indeed. Had information about history. And we learned a little and connected with a lot. We walked through the lava on a path provided. Had informational signs to tell us more about the lava, about what volcanoes it came from. And it blessed the land, the rocks, the air, the earth, and the fire this all came from with sacred tobacco. Then we descend back down 242 towards beautiful Clear Lake. First we stopped at Sahaley Falls for a short negative ion blast, which will be uploaded in its own short video, still to come. On our way there, we're blessed by all this beauty, restoration of Mother Earth. We stop at Clear Lake to have a picnic, set up a little altar as we bless everything around us, all the beauty, the trees taking up our breath as we breathe theirs. Clear Lake is fed by springs that filter through volcanic rock, creating extraordinary clear water. Lunch was good, peace was had, and critters joined us. It became obvious that the wildlife around us was assimilated to the humans that come to this space. And this little guy, he wanted to be part of it. And we were blessed by him. We asked him to stay at the corners of the table, claiming our space for us. Their signs don't feed, so we did not. He's about to do a little dance for us at the altar. Thanks, little guy. Thanks for the playfulness you've added to our picnic lunch at Clear Lake. And then we head down to the water. Clear Lake is so clear that you could see the submerged forests that remain visible beneath the surface. The cold and still water has somewhat preserved that forest. You could see a trunk sticking out of the lake now. What was once standing life above ground now rests, intact beneath the lake's glassy surface. And here, water does not erase the past. It reveals it differently. Stone became filtration, fire became foundation, water became clarity. Fire, stone, and water are not opposites here. They're stages of the same process. Fire transforms, stone holds the memory, and water carries it forward into visibility. Together they're not separate elements, but a single continuum of earth, learning itself through change. Oh, so much like humanity. We return home carrying a different map than the one we left with, not just of roads, but of perspective. A map shaped by fire, stabilized by stone, and clarified by water. The land is always speaking. We are learning how to listen from more than one place, with gratitude to Mother Earth and all my teachers. Many blessings.